Okay. All right, so we are going to be heading to Parliament Tower round 2. But we first have to leave the hotel. Now, I think we've gotten everything except this glitched thing here. It says there's an investigation right here, though. And I'm not sure what it is. So we could change the plot board and just go through all of these. Ah, there it is. Okay. Everyone is invited to the pre-show ritual in the ballroom. Okay. Is that the thing we needed to look at? No. Still an investigation. Seems like it's like right here. It's definitely that. So let's see. So that's pre-show. Let's go with haunted.
The scene changed with the story.
Yes. Thank you. Wait, we know that already. Okay, so it's not haunted. It might just be no scene. The devil.
This was something out of a horror story, but I had to keep going.
Okay, so it seems like the devil is the same. What about climax? There's a pipe. I'm still not seeing anything. It's like it's right here, right? You can see this like weird shape. Maybe that's just to denote the room, but that's a pipe. So maybe, yeah, maybe it's just nothing. Can we just remove this? We can. Okay, I don't know what this investigation is. I'm guessing it's probably bugged. All right, so let's head to Parliament Tower. Now they did say the alleyway.
The tower was here again.
Yeah, there it is.
Zane said the manuscript of return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
They said that the alley is where they threw the evidence. So I'm very curious if we can find that evidence. Okay, now we can't go. Can't go that way. Oh, maybe it's there? Oh, maybe it's this alley. I want to see if we can find whatever evidence they threw away. Because we heard the cops threw away evidence. Okay, no, I don't see anything. I don't see any, like, secrets or anything either. Okay. There's an echo here and an echo here. Interesting. We got an upgrade that shows us basically all the locations and stuff. Okay, there's the echo. So where is the... There it is. Oh, gotta go.
Had I chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of the cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
Okay. Let's see, what else we got? There's another echo here. There is an echo this way on this roof stuff. I wonder if we can get back up there. Let's try. Vision TV shop. Nice. Never noticed that before. Okay. Not seeing a way up. Oh, there's an echo back here. Yeah, it says there's an echo here. So either it's in this building or it's above us. We don't have to find all the echoes, but I like finding all the story stuff. Especially following Casey's story around, because he's got an interesting perspective on what's going on here. So... this should lead us to the roof. Now we are over here. So we need to go down. I'm trying to see if we see the echo. I don't see it over there, so... But Casey offers a different perspective about like what's going on with everybody. Okay, you're disappearing. You're not. Okay. Let's see. That there. What does that do for us? Where are we at? We're here, which gives us access to a ladder, right? If we do this. No. We need to get over there. Which means we gotta go this way. Okay. Alright, so now where are we? Stairs. This way, okay. Okay, this door leads here. Okay, so now we can take these stairs up. There is a word of power here as well as whatever this is. So there's a bunch of stuff that we missed right here. So we need to go up this way. Okay. Go through here. Okay. Alright, so there's a word of power there. There's these... I don't know what these dots are. Is there like a legend for what these are? There's like these yellow dots. Okay, we can go around, take the stairs, and then do that. Alright. Okay. Alright, who's just coming in on me?
The shadow moved too fast to see. Already gone.
They're caught inside of geometry. Look at this guy. He moves so fast, he glitched into the geometry. Anyways, let's take this ladder. That dude could just hang out there for all I care. Okay, so there's... Okay, we already got that word of power, though. Right? Pretty sure we already got that word of power. Because it was over here. And then we get right here. And we do this. Right? So we already got that one. So I guess that's just bugged on our map. But there's a dot here. There's also an echo over there. Okay, there's the echo. So we need to find where the dark spot is. I'm guessing it's higher up. There it is, okay.
This city will suck you dry if you stay here for too long. You'll end up a lost soul, haunting the streets and alleys. A faded-out shadow, glimpsed by some other poor bastard on his way toward the same fate. Your broken dreams become a broken mirror, and the twisted reflection staring back at you with all the pent-up anger, regret, guilt, and shame was the monster you could never get away from.
Okay. That's that echo. So we have another echo here. How do we get to that, though? Okay, that's where the entrance of that is. So... Oh, wait, is that what the dots are? Are light sources? No, that's light shift. Okay. This takes us here. So there's that. Where is the black spot? Oh, there's also a thing on that water tower there. How do we get down from here? I think we're just stuck here. Yeah, okay. So, but we can't take the lights. But we know if we change the light here, I think if we take the light from here, it teleports us somewhere different, right? So if we do this, this will let us go down. And we can do this. Okay, and then we go back through here. Let me put this light back in place. And we go back through here. Okay, there's that. Where is the dark spot? That's the only question. So that's the blue spot. So somewhere there has to be a black... Okay, it's down there. Okay. Also, if we do... Can we do this from here? So if I do this, then we can do this. You already get that? I'm guessing we did. So otherwise it wouldn't... Okay. So we gotta get across there, which we can do here. Who's coming after us? Okay. There we go.
Dream of calling it quits, Making a clean break, retiring, escaping. leaving all this sordid misery and terror behind. Getting in a car and driving till you see the sun rise. Somewhere where the sun still rises. Settling down, buying a house, fixing it up, building a life, finding someone. It's a fool's dream. It would all go bad. And having let hope in, it would be unbearably worse than this. You can take the man out of the city, but you can never take the city out of the man.
Okay. So is that all the echoes up here? Yes. This is bugged, I'm guessing, because we've already looked at that one. Right? It's this right here. We already got that one. I'm guessing that's just bugged on the map. Alright, so we should be able to go through the hotel just to go take the elevator down and back out the entrance. So we'll probably miss some stuff, but I want to make sure we spend some time looking for stuff, obviously. Go through here. Oop. And there should be an elevator. Yeah, right here. And then we gotta go to Parliament Tower. Oh, that was weird. Weird way to load in, but... Alright. Let's continue. Now, there was one last echo, yeah, right here to the right. Okay, we walked past it. Okay, supposedly it's right here. Huh. Graphics look good. Yeah, I just had to fine-tune it, man. It's really irritating when that stuff happens during stream, right? Like, I don't mind having to like mess around with game settings to get them to look right. Yeah, it does look great. Like, don't get me wrong. And this is not even like top visualization. You can make it look even better. It's just when it's on stream and I'm just like uninstalling the game, reinstalling the game, messing with a setting and updating, and it got really annoying at first. So much so that I didn't even know if we were going to be able to play the game, if I'm being completely honest. But we were able to nail it down. And it just took a lot of research, took a lot of the dark place. Took a lot of time, but we seem to have gotten it working. I actually have you guys can't see it, but I do have a FPS counter thing up, so I can actually watch for like frame drops and stuff. By the way, if you do not know, if you're on PC, at least I guess Windows 11 or whatever, if you hit Windows key G, you'll open up the game menu, which will allow you to look at your CPU, GPU, and FPS. So it's a very useful tool to do some diagnostics while you're testing stuff. That's how I know that whenever we open a shoebox, it drops to 27 frames per second for some reason. Not sure why a shoebox tanks the frame rate, but... Well, yeah, it just took some tweaking. Eye scratch. So we know... Return, nice. Ray tracing and frame gen can be... Yeah. So we know that Alice set up this setup that every time this elevator opens, it does a whole bunch of lights because she was keeping Scratch out, which is who we saw in that little thing. Okay,
I
interesting.
needed to get inside the manuscript.
That spiral, that's the second time we've seen that spiral. We saw it once in the elderly home, and now we've seen it once in our own apartment. Everything good back home. Tried to reach you, probably deep in your creative process. If you call back, you can reach me. Want to help anything doing business. I'll handle it. Shark circling. Now they want to turn what happened to AI... Oh, to Al. In a movie or a TV show. Get this. A video game. Ha! Meta joke. Anyways, also, in case you hear about this from someone else, the true crime writer named Tammy Booker is working on a book about Al. I hunted down a publisher and told them we'll sue. Checking in because I haven't heard from you. Everything good back there? I've been trapped in nonstop meetings with no breaks. Open kimono. I've considered, ugh, and lunches be danged. How are these people ever going to get a movie made when all they do is sit in meetings and beyond me? I think you're gonna think I've been replaced by an Eodo, but I've joined a cult and I love it. Joking about it being a cult, kind of. Blessed Wellness Retreat. Working with Al or the Andersons was tough sometimes, but the movie biz types are insane. My stress levels were through the roof, but then I was tipped off by the retreat. Tipped off about the retreat. The best decision I ever made. I never felt this good and well healthy. The guy who runs the place, Chester, is a gosh darn miracle worker. Not a wacko in any way. You have to say that. It's probably not true. You think I'm full of crap, but I have lost a ton of weight and wouldn't recognize me. Chester says I'm lucky to have ended up here, that something bad would have happened to me if I'd stayed in New York. I believed him. I wasn't feeling great after everything that happened, especially after those FBC creepos wanted to chat with me, enough to turn anyone to a conspiracy nut. I hope you're good over there. Come visit anytime. West Coast is not as bad as I made it sound in the earlier mails. I'm more a fish out of water in Hollywood than I ever was in Pacific Northwest wilderness. The glow-in-the-dark teeth couldn't be more fake. Okay. Everyone wants to gobble the film rights for Casey books, and they have ideas what to do with them. It's my duty to herd tan zombies and... Okay. So he's just talking about the movies and stuff. That's to be expected. Part 1.
For
The
months
Depths.
after Ellen died.
Love is weakness?
I was flattened by the confusion, shock, the guilt, fear.
By the way, this is Alice, Alan Wake's wife.
I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. He still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Interesting. Alright, looks like we've got a little bit of scratch stuff going on here. We'll look at that in just a second, because there's a red light over there in the bathroom.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
Interesting. So we're developing film. What does this say? I'm gonna ruin our film if we keep that on. No such things as too personal. The photos are me. Just need to show a glimpse. Make you see what's beneath the surface. Okay. Now remember, she's being antagonized by Scratch, because Wake has been in the dark place since the first game. So... Which, there you go. By the way, if you don't know how, the reason why I would ruin her photographs with having a flashlight like this, by the way, is when you're doing negatives and you're converting, the materials in here are photosensitive. That's why you have to use a red light and not white lights and stuff, is because basically what it'll do is it'll overexpose images. So there's three little chemical baths essentially you have to put film through, and that's why this is only in red. It's to keep from overexposing the image. But if you came in here with a flashlight and you started doing this, you would overexpose everything. But yeah. Little film thing. I know people do digital now because they got their phones and stuff, but back in the day, you know.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so she's setting up a museum or a thing of sorts. Also, you see him there? There's Scratch. So she's setting up this thing, and this is her chart. So part 1 is there. It says yes, okay. The darker, the better. Okay, so there should be something over there, and then a side room, and then I'm guessing we have to go that way. There's a little bit more of Scratch. Yep, okay.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world.
Perspective.
It was the perfect image of the horror of caring.
That's interesting. The horror of caring. I like that phrase.
And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Interesting. The horror of caring. I've never heard it phrased like that. Weakness is clarity. I mean, okay. I'm trying to make sure we look at most of these photos, because I'm sure we're going to see some interesting things. What's this say? Clarity is purpose.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show.
See the light behind her? Pay attention to the light behind her.
The more I felt like
That light behind her flickers.
I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
Yeah, so when there's a light, like a lamp behind her, and that every time we see that lamp, it goes on and off. So, okay, and I'm guessing whatever we're looking for is in here. If Wake would open the door. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
There's a world hidden.
Connection through pain. Pain through love. No boundaries.
And flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot. Put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
Oh, here we go. The Art of Alice Wake. Now, what's interesting is, remember, a lot of this game is about art and the trials and tribulations about art. So we know art can interact with the dark place. So in theory, her making of this like film or this scene could be one of the reasons why Scratch was able to break through, especially near her. Hi, Scratch.